All right, well, this is something that is worth spending some money on. Some of the nice cars that Nick Miles always brings. Great to have you roll through town here, and
Thank
always
you.
exciting to see what you've rolled in with. And we start out with a pretty nice one. You're starting with the Benz here, Nick.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz, this is their new A-Class. It's like the smallest sedan that they make. And the cool thing about this car is that they actually get into it for under $35,000.
Okay, all
A lot of people are like, well, really, full
Yeah,
Mercedes?
that's a good price
But you want
point
to check
for a
out the
Mercedes.
inside. I mean, it's a real Mercedes. It's top quality. It has all the Mercedes luxury that you'd expect. And it also has something in here called the MBUX system, which you can actually talk to. And we're giving it a try here.
All
of
right.
course it won't work because we're on live
it's live TV, of
So here we
course.
go. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes. It's too hot in here. So she just
Wow,
reduced the
there you
temperature
go,
to
yeah.
69 degrees. Very cool. Great big screen on this too. Plus they've got all of the cool tech on the inside of this too.
And you said that actually works with satellites. If it doesn't know the answer right away, it connects and then goes to the internet?
You can ask it questions like math, or, you know, what is the cosine of et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's really clever.
For the
So it's
kids,
a really
this is where you want to do your homework then.
Absolutely.
Get your parents to buy one of these. This looks like a beast.
Absolutely. This is the car that's probably the most, or the truck that's mostly anticipated this year.
Nice.
It's the Jeep Gladiator, which is their version of a truck. It's
Okay.
a real Jeep, so this can go off-road. It can do all the stuff that you want with a Jeep. Plus, it's actually a real truck
Wow.
too.
Yeah, it's
So
got
they
the bed
It
and
has
back.
a 5-foot bed on the back of here as well. They have some really cool stuff on the inside of this. If we can show you on the inside, maybe we
Sure.
can get the camera to stick to the window here. Underneath, they have seat storage. The cool thing about the seat storage here is it's a lockable storage, and they have a version of this where you can lock stuff under the seat and take it with you like a
Oh, wow.
briefcase. So it's really cool.
Keep the nuclear codes in there. or something.
Absolutely. Bluetooth speakers behind the seat that come out that you can use at a campground that work outside of the vehicle.
Very
Plus,
cool.
you can submerge them underwater. Not that you'd want to, and they will still work as well. This starts the low 30s. Most of the ones I've seen have been equipped to somewhere around high 40s.
Once they
people
get souped
love
up,
to
yeah.
start
Yeah.
plugging stuff in here. These are just available. They sold the first 4,000 special editions of these in just 6 hours.
Wow.
So everybody's totally into them.
Hot off the presses.
Built in Toledo, Ohio, by the way.
And speaking of built in America,
yeah.
Volvo people associate with Scandinavia, of course, not this car.
So it has all the things you'd expect from a Volvo.
Yeah.
Scandinavian design, great ride quality, great safety, of course. The great thing about this is it's the first Volvo ever built in the United States. It's built on the East Coast. It has a turbocharger and a supercharger. So it's giving you everything as far as sporty drives, because this is the R design. You can get into this vehicle for around $35,000. For a Volvo,
Yeah.
that's pretty unthinkable. It's a great driving dynamic. Volvo got great performance too, and as well as all the safety you come to expect from it. Huge screen on the inside, and some really cool things like the start button in the middle is kind of a twisty.
Yeah.
They've really sort of expanded their luxury
Okay.
items of Volvo, and I love to drive this. It's super sporty.
You were saying you're choosing between the Jeep for this. And
Yeah.
then we got about 30 seconds left. This is one of the largest, or maybe the largest Kia you
It
can
is
get
the
your hands
largest
on?
Kia you can get. This is the new Telluride. Unbelievable vehicle. This is, again, made in America, all-wheel drive. It has 3 rows. You can actually has the captain's chairs in the back. You can get in and out. Starts, stand by, $32,000.
Really? Wow.
This one's completely, you know,
That's a lot of
decked
car
out,
for 32.
Alcantara headliner and all that type of thing for around $43,000, $44,000. Completely amazing vehicle. They cannot keep these on dealer lots. They
Wow.
are the hottest item this spring.
Well, thank you very much, Nick. Always a pleasure having you in
Absolutely.
town. You always come with more options. If I'm ever in the market for buying a car, you give me like 16 options every
Just
time.
call me.
Yeah, there we
I'll
go.
help you out.
He's our guy, the auto expert Nick Miles in town once again. Rob, I noticed no convertibles out here because unfortunately the weather is nice. We were saying we don't need the winter coats, but
That's true.
not quite top-down weather yet.
Well, you can take the top off that Jeep, though.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, and if you could just park the Jeep in my spot, and he can take my
Leave the keys for you.
you know,